beautiful people, welcome back to Wellington Witch. My name is Lorien and I am the Wellington Witch. Thank you so much for being here today. This will cover the next 2 weeks, or the final 2 weeks of August 17th to the 31st. As always, I want to change it up a little bit. So we've got the Psychic Tarot, we have romance cards for the love, and a little message from your angel guides, or just anybody who wants to talk through the cards, just to give you some insight into what may be coming through for the next 2 weeks and any advice they want to give you. I just want to say thank you so much, everybody, whether you're new here, whether you're a very loyal returning subscriber, thank you so much, first of all, and thank you so much for also trusting me with your stories and, you know, sharing things, supporting others. I do see you, I appreciate every single one of you, and thank you so much for making the channel what it is today. Thank you. So without further ado, we are going to go into the sun, moon and rising. Please do watch any one that you feel you are drawn to, whether it be your sun, moon, rising. The new moon is going to be on the 19th in Leo, and I will be focusing on the astrology for that with your rising sign. So if you want to figure out how it's going to affect you, look at your rising sign. If you don't know what your rising or your chart is, I recommend going to astro.com just to fill out your details, and they should be able to fill in everything else for you. So let's get on to the readings. Thank you very much. If you'd like to get in touch with me, all the information is in the description box, but let's see what's happening in the next 2 weeks. Hello my Aries beauties. Let's do a little shuffle for you with the Psychic Tarot. These, ever since I got them, have been very on point, so fingers crossed that something is going to come through for you that is very good and very lovely and wonderful. What does Aries need to know for the next 2 weeks, please? Alright, so already they're being very temperamental. There we go. There is no rhyme or reason to these. For some reason I was told just to change to these cards. And just, instead of doing 2, 2, 2, just do these ways. So you have balance. You also have wisdom. You have, accelerated motion. That's an Aries card if ever I saw one. And you have deception and envy. Oh no! Why would you have to bring us this card, man? Okay, let's have a look. So. The one thing that I'm being drawn to here is envy because of the position that you are accelerating to. Let me just move that back and see if I can actually position this. Your tenacity, your wisdom, the balance that you have between work and play, the experiences that you've had that other people haven't, and also the chances, the opportunities that seem to be being delivered to you. Not that you're doing nothing to get them delivered, you know, it's not that kind of thing. It just feels a little bit like you are a very bright star. You seem to be very much attracting things that maybe you didn't even ask for, good and bad, but all other people see, or all this person sees, maybe one or two, but I'm focusing on one here. All this person sees is the fact that you're attracting. So as you attract, again, it doesn't matter if there's an opportunity you really don't want, so you pass up on it. The attention of a person that you don't really want, a brilliant job opportunity that you leap for, they still see you attracting. And that is going to be something that you unfortunately get some envy and deception for. Now you may think, hold on a second, Lorien, I don't really have anything that anybody could be jealous of, you know? Or it could be that you think, well, it's good, but I don't see why they would have to be envious of me in this. Because I do get some people who say, look, I don't have that much, but you don't know what other people feel that they lack. That something that you have may bridge the gap there. So I always say, do not believe that everybody has it made. Do not believe that nobody will be jealous of you. It could be the way you speak. It could be a quality you have, that you have a warm smile that people seem to, you know, build towards. But here, definitely, I see that in the next 2 weeks, you are going to experience somebody with a little bit of the green-eyed monster coming through, and this may be very subtle. But you have the wisdom here. And the thing that I'm drawn to most is this golden book. And this is kind of like, I don't want to say preaching to the people or educating the people, but it's something that you have an elevated understanding of that other people may not actually get, if that makes sense. So it's something that you know about, but other people may just be learning new steps and stuff like that. I do honestly believe there is a great sense of forward motion for you, and again, accelerated motion. The balance is you have to balance your health, whether that be mental or physical or both, and the path that you're taking. You may have now the wisdom to know when you're overdoing it and the wisdom to know when to step back. But even though this accelerated motion is coming like boom, this is change. This is movement. This is, no matter how much you want to resist the tide, you're being pulled forwards towards your destiny, if you will. So with these, I do feel that you are going to have to exercise balance with your wisdom of knowing when you need to take a break. Because this is going to be kind of busy. We're heading out of Leo season. We're going into Virgo season. It can be a very harsh transition, not gonna lie. It can be like, oh, free. Oh, crap, what? Oh, I don't know what I'm doing here. Now, on the 19th of August, because the energy is so different between Leo and Virgo, on the 19th of August, we have the new moon in Leo, which is, if you are Aries rising, in your 5th house of romance, it's of creativity, childlike spirit, your self-expression, your joy, you know, the feeling of woo. And if you're an actor, it can also be drama. It can be, you know, if you're not an actor, it could be drama in your life, which is maybe why this is coming in. But I just feel that this is very positive for you. These next 2 weeks seem to just be manifesting something brilliant. And again, like I say, manifesting seems to be a thing. You attract things, you attract opportunities, and somebody how I have tried my best to just remain positive, and how have you attracted that? Now, it could be that you've gone through hell and back, but it doesn't matter to them. So you have this really wonderful present at the end of it, and you're like, yay, I've earned that. But this person doesn't see that you went through hell to get the present, or if they do see that you went through hell, their focus is on the present that you got. The gift, the manifestation of whatever you wanted. So maybe you didn't even know you wanted it. It was just a happy accident. It doesn't matter. They focus on that. So what you need to focus on is balance, your wisdom of knowing when to give and when to stop, and understand that this accelerated motion is taking you very rapidly into the next stage. Now, when we go into Virgo kind of territory, Virgo is kind of focusing on your health. It's focusing on your fitness, your systems, your work habits, your organization, your sense of usefulness and the service that you're giving to people. Virgo rules the 6th house. So there's going to be something that is, you're maybe trying to balance a lot of different things. So you've gone from the natural 5th house of Leo, if you're Aries rising, going into health and fitness and systems and more. So it's more play, but how do we actually fix that? How do we narrow that down? So that could be something, again, that's a balance here. So going from, I have this brilliant idea, or I have this wonderful thing that I want to do, but I also need to have the wisdom to know that I can't overdo it, and I must focus on my health, and I must balance the combination. So let's just see if there is any romantica coming through for you. Oh. One thing I will also say is it could potentially be somebody who's jealous of the relationship you have, if you are indeed in a relationship. It could also be jealousy that you are single. So, you know, people's jealousy comes in weird ways. All I see is that somebody is incredibly envious of you, and yeah, it's not the good kind of, oh, I'm so jealous, but I'm so happy you have it. It's more of the, I want it. And that's the thing that I see. They could be deceptively smiling at you the next 2 weeks, and then they say something that's like kind of like a stabby stab. And I don't want that for you. So mind yourself around them, protect your energy, make sure that you take a stop and just go, if something feels off, note it. Okay, let's see what the romance cards have to say for you, my lovelies. Okay, I have a feeling you wanted to come out as well, so let's just see what happens here. Oops, upside down. Forgiving and learning. Okay, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Temperance, and again Virgo, about health, healing. Maybe looking at things that you felt you were over, but actually some of the rawness is coming back up, and more of the trauma is now coming through. It's a good idea to process that. It's a good idea to use the experience with your wisdom to actually focus on how you can evolve through that. It may be some emotional patterns that you know that you've developed to cope with things, but now you feel like the usefulness is expiring, so you need to change something here. But I do feel it will help any relationships that you have, whether love or friends or anything. It just feels a little bit more like you are understanding where you have to release, what you have to release in order to get some kind of balance and some kind of exhalation. Oh, okay, that's done. I just, you know, it's no use holding on to something. Aries, for what I know of you, I do have a few Aries friends. You don't tend to, if I can speak, you don't tend to hold a grudge. You don't tend to, but you can sometimes fixate. So I think what they just do is forgiving, learning, putting it to the past. If a lover previously disappointed you, turned out not to be the type of person you thought they were, if the relationship fizzled and you thought it was going to be long lasting, it was just a result of whatever was going on at the time. It may have been their capacity to love was not in matching with yours. Similarly now, it may be that you just need to let go of something that's hanging over your head, or forgiving and learning family members. That's also important. You know, just saying, you know what, I forgive you. I've learned that you cannot, I put you to one side now. I forgive you. You're fine. But then don't emotionally invest as much as maybe you did before, because it's learning the levels as to what, again, wisdom, learning the levels as to what you can afford. Up, and another upside down one. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So I do feel like, again, you're going to be accelerated motion towards your dreams, manifesting. Make the effort to manifest something that you feel like it's, you know, building towards you. I do feel as well it's kind of saying you know when to pull out all the stops and you know when to hold back. So learning and having your wisdom, you know who is worth it, and you know when you feel like, actually, I'm being deceived here. I think there's a little alarm bell, little red flag in Aries' mind sometimes that it's just like, oh, shall I just take a step back here? I'm not sure that this feels right. So you've learned when to do that, hopefully, by now. So just know when to make the effort, I think, is better than throw caution to the wind and just put your all in. You know, I think that's very important. And so we have, as the final angel card, what would you like to call Aries? Well, for some reason, whoop, there's so many that want to come out for you. I feel like this one, putting that as a spare because I'm not sure. I was just shuffling those cards. I call upon the persons here present, kind of like vows. So I don't know whether you're making a vow to yourself, making a vow to another person, maybe witnessing a marriage, maybe getting married yourself. It just feels like, I don't know, it's just felt very formal, very traditional. I mean, this is normally the Hierophant, so it can be belief systems, it can be the conformity of something like the church. But it does feel a little bit like vowing something and having witnesses or something like that, and witnesses to your success, and witnesses to this person, I feel, to see that this person's actually or actively going a little bit behind your back, which, you know, is not the best thing. So let's get on with your angel cards. Hello from heaven. Oh, that's sweet. Your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries and feel their loving blessings. So they are fine. If you have been worried or grieving or concerned, they're fine. They want you to do well. Peace, oh, very similar. Peace comes from remembering that only love is real. Again, deception. If somebody is deceiving you, if somebody is trying to get one up on you, that is not real. That is no, that's not reality. That's not truth. That's somebody, especially if it's a partner, trying to manipulate. There's somebody who is not real with you, not honest with you, not 100% open, and that's not love. So that could need to be sometimes focused on more of a just being honest. And I know the Aries are very honest. So comfort is the next one. I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. I'm getting a lot of healing here. I think maybe some of you have been really hurt by somebody in the past. And you thought it was true. You thought it was wonderful. And it just crashed because of some deception or something like that. And I'm so sorry if that is the case. And I'm sending you so much love and healing if that is the case as well. It could even be that something happened and just made your heart hurt. And it doesn't have to be in a relationship. But I do feel that you are healing now. You know when you need to move forwards. Some of you may literally have had an issue with your heart. That's just something that came up. You may have had an issue with your heart that is now being healed. Because some people say, oh, heart, love. No, not necessarily. It could literally be the organ or the blood circulation or something like that. It could literally be helping your heart to heal. And you need to take time with yourself. You need to understand, you know, the spirit of yourself, when it needs to be activated and having fun, and when it needs to be resting. So let's see what the spare was. Oh, career transition. Your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. That could be the accelerated motion here. Similar colours. In fact, you have a lot of purple and you have a lot of yellow, which could be your solar plexus. And it could also be your third eye. Yeah, so I think that there's a communication between who you are, the very strong core of you. I feel as though there's you coming into yourself. I mean, you may be drawing a very jealous eye. You may be having this weird thing going on where you suddenly see different sides of people you didn't know were there, or certainly not directed towards you before. And that, I feel, is something where you learn and you go, ah, okay, I learned something about you. So in the next 2 weeks, it feels like you're getting a lot of blessings. This could come out of left field. You get an opportunity which suddenly draws you forwards and you're like, oh, okay. Or you have recently taken a career transition, and that can cause this jealousy here. Something in your career has ascended. Something in your career has changed. That is generating some jealousy on some people's parts. Whether it be because of the salary you're getting, whether it because it gives you creative license, whether it be you just feel that you've done all you need to do and you can retire now. It just feels like somebody is jealous of you for some reason, and you have no time for that. You have zero time for that. You don't want to be bothered with all that. And good on you. I just think that there's no need for it whatsoever. So if this resonated with you, let me know in the comments below, dear Aries. I would love to hear back from you guys. Do let me know. And also, if you would like to like, subscribe, share the video so it can find people like you, I would absolutely appreciate it. If you want a question about this or anything else for a reading, you can contact me in the description box below. But in the meantime, Aries, I'm sending you so much love, so much healing. Take care of yourself and each other, and I will read for you very, very soon.